What do you say to the people who say they feel like the publishing has no value now, and you've already made all your money off it, so now you want to give it back because it's not really worth anything?
Yeah, I mean that's just not the truth. Whatever your value of your publishing is, that's the value of your of your publishing. And
I don't want the publishing. I want the money. Come on, y'all think he doing a good thing because he give back some publishing? Come on, man. It's not worth anything. And then he don't have the Ciroc or the DeLeon, and then he gonna give $1 million to Jackson State like he doing some humanitarian type thing. He just trying to do whatever he can to keep his name relevant so he can go for a new deal because he don't really have nothing that's making him no money right now. He's not even a billionaire no more, so let's talk.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Earlier today, Diddy was on The Breakfast Club to promote his latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid. In the middle of the interview, Diddy was asked his thoughts on former Bad Boy artists, calling them out for waiting this long to give him back their publishing. For those who missed what Diddy had to say, check out this clip here.
Giving the artist back their publishing.
yeah,
What made you decide to do that, and what was the artist? Did you speak to every artist when you did it, or how did that happen? How did that work? Break that down.
yeah. When I had went and called out the Grammys, I also had to make sure that I had also looked from within. Once you start like asking for change in this world, you have to look within and be a part of that change. So this actually was done 2 years ago. It was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was the right thing to do, and is the frequency that I'm in, and it's the love frequency. If it wasn't for like these people that have helped me with all of these records, everybody, if there's anything, you know what I'm saying, like that just doing the right thing. That's just with the frequency that I'm in. And I think the frequency we should all be in is not being afraid to look inward and to make decisions like that. So I want reform in all industries. I want reform in corporate America. Mm-hmm. If I got to ask corporate America to look at something and change their ways in the world, then it's just like it's I have to be responsible and accountable for that for myself. Business, you don't have to change the contract. You don't have to make changes in the world, but if you have a chance to do the right thing, why wouldn't you do the right thing? You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to the people who say they feel like the publishing has no value now, and you've already made all your money off it, so now you want to give it back because it's not really worth anything?
Yeah, I mean that's just not the truth. Whatever your value of your publishing is, that's the value of your of your publishing, and it's really not. It's really about just me evolving and wanting to do. You know what I'm saying? What I feel is like the right thing that we should all do. We should all look at where we're at in the world today. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I can't go on, like, I'm not doing things for people. I'm doing things that God has that God tells me to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't like what somebody's going to say or how somebody's going to take something. Puff ain't even on that.
Mark Curry, former Bad Boy artist, went viral after calling out Diddy last week for waiting this long to give former Bad Boy artists back their publishing. Earlier this week, Mark Curry had the pleasure of coming on Forgotten Kings TV to discuss this viral video of him calling out Diddy. So, y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip and hear what Mark Curry had to say. Make sure to leave your thoughts and comments down in the section below. And yeah, let's get right to it. Here we go. Back again. Reports came out last week. Let's jump right in it. That Diddy, right, turned down a multi-million-dollar deal in exchange to give back former Bad Boy artists their publishing, man. What were your initial thoughts when you seen these reports?
Well, when I thought about 9 figures and I broke it down and I said 9 figures is actually $100,000, $100 million. So I'm like, if he turned down $100 million deal to give everybody back their publishing instead of taking a $100 million deal and at least giving 50 artists 2.5, because he could do that. It'd be 2.5 million. I'm like, damn, you had an opportunity to give everybody $2.5 million, but instead you just turned down the whole deal and said, give me your publishing back. Come on, that don't sound realistic. Not realistic. Maybe that they were saying that he turned down a 9-figure deal And that may not have been true, just to make him seem a little bit bigger. But I kind of think that the deal that they offered him wasn't big enough. It was probably insulting to him. And then he was like, I'm a billionaire, I'm $1 billion. Before I take that, I just give everybody back they publish. So that's what I kind of thought about it, you know. And I already knew what was going on. But back when he gave it to me, like I told you, as soon as he gave it to me, I was trying to sell it back to him before we could hang the phone up.
And what year was this when you got your publishing back?
This year.
Okay.
He was like he taking that new love thing serious. His name Love, which is another name to call God. God is love. So he's calling himself Love now. That's his God.
Now, we posted the video. It went crazy. And since the release of your video, just being honest, because again, you said the same exact thing on Angela Yee's show years ago, saying that the publishing wasn't worth much anyway. And even now, in 2023, you still stand on your position. So what has been the criticism since you've put out your video, man?
You know, since I did that, it's a lot of people who are saying I need to let it go and things like that and stuff like that. But I'd be like, the same thing that I'm complaining about is the same thing he complaining about. Why don't y'all call and tell him to let it go? What he's saying is that the liquor company didn't give his liquor the platform and give them the attention or put the money behind it the way they was doing other brands. I felt like he didn't do that to a lot of artists. It's a lot of artists people don't even know. They never even heard of that was signed to Bad Boy, that he didn't put the money behind their brand. And nobody can take him to court and say for discrimination. So I feel like, you know, for him to come out and then say, and then plead to the people and say that us as black people, they don't give, everybody always want to use black people. It's just like when back in LA or something like that, the Muslims used to come around, you know what I'm saying? And they come around in gangbang clothes and then beat you up and harass you and then turn around and come back with the suits on and say, you need to pay us and we'll protect you. So it's like, same setup. But to hear him talk about that and what we need to do as black people and how they're not giving black businesses the attention that we need. Well, I think if he's the 16th, and of all the billionaires there are in black in the United States, they say he's one of the 16. So I can't see you being one of the 16 most richest blacks in the universe and then want to tell us that they're not sharing the black money or the dollar is not being trickled down fairly. I don't get it. You're the 16th most richest black man in the world. Like, why don't you just tell about how the money's trickling down from you? That's what we want to know. Forget what their money looking like. What's your money looking like? So when I hear them talk, and then sometimes it just agitates. I can listen. You know, so many people was calling me, asking me how I was thinking, how I was feeling about it. I wasn't saying anything because I was just leaving it alone. And then it just got to the point where I was like, man, I'm tired of hearing this dude, man. I'm tired of shit because he trying to promote an album. It's like, you're a billionaire, you still want to make an album. I don't even know why you want to do an album. If you're a billionaire, it's not going to get you any money, especially if you're going to run the risk of it being a failure. So if it comes out and it's a failure, it's going to go against him. So I wouldn't did no album if I was a billionaire like that. I'd be like, man, this is done.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Mr. Keith Murray, Def Squad LOD, and you're now tuned into the who?
M-Rec and Rip Show.
M-Rec and Rip Show. See how I included you in that?
This Keith Murray interview is sponsored by the M-Rec and Rip Show. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. The links is in the descriptions and the comment below. And also, you subscribers gonna get your chance to win money, prizes, gift cards. All right? We got a raffle coming.